coming down. It's wild out here right now. It's coming down. Lightning's everywhere. Wow. .30-mile-per-hour winds, baby. Kind of crazy out here. Sounds kind of weird out here too. Wow. Wow, look at the lighthouse. That's crazy. What's the lighthouse? Wow, that's crazy. Alright, I figured I'd give the inside tour of the boat. So outside, obviously, you've seen the cockpit before. And then when you come down, you got my stairs right here. And then you have the panel for everything. So refrigerator, autopilot, lights, radio, gas, you name it. And then you have a bunch of storage right here. I have a little mat. I just wipe my sandy feet when I come in. A little dresser area to store stuff. And then down the side you have shelves. I just have the fishing lines, pillows, 2x4s for the big table that I'll show you. And then there's my sock drawer. This is my queen bed that I sleep back here. It's really big and spacious, and it rocks the least, I would say. And there's no noise back here, which is great. And then you come around here, you have the fridge. It's a fridge powered by a little evaporator right there. Super cool, super big. And then you have my utensils. So you got that up there. Got my bread and all that stuff. Got plates where my keys are. Here's just where I just store all my spices. Right? Spices and stuff. This is my stove, and then it has an oven. So it comes down. It's all propane based. And then I have a big pantry right here. And then I have kitchen and sink. Alright, just gotta call. Kitchen and sink. And then I have this shelf where I usually have my TV, but that shelf does collapse down. I have my water right there now. I'm in a marina, so I need fresh water. So that's just my fresh water, 5-gallon. I'll fill it up every 3 days or so. And then this is just a single couch. You can sleep one person here. So there's a person, full-grown male, slept there. I have, this is like, you can store plans and stuff down there. And then all behind here, you have storage, which is cool. And then you have books and stuff, speakers, you name it. And then more storage right here, right? And then you have this foldable table, which is really cool because it gives you a lot of space. So I got my liquor cabinet there. Used to have tobacco, now I don't have tobacco. That's okay, don't need it. So I'm just trying to put this back up. And then this also like flips out again. And then this is another couch. So this comes out to a full bed. So you can slide this out and then it comes out to the full bed. I don't want to show you guys, but just trust me on that. And then this is just more storage stuff. So I just got more storage stuff. And coming around, this is my main bedroom that I was sleeping in, my D-berth, but now I don't sleep there. This is my bathroom, shower, little curtain stuff, and then this is where all the space is for all my boards, all my fishing equipment, anything that I need that's extra I have up here. And yeah, and so I store all my clothes in here. So all these, got all my clothes in there, and then I got extra storage for clothes down there. And then I just have my passport and everything just in these little cubbies, and there's rails on both sides that you can store. And then that front locker is where all my chain is. So that's pretty much the tour. Close this. I figured I'd film this. I need to just keep filming. I just left Hopetown and dragged the dinghy. Should have probably lift the engine motor up or tighten it down so it's not shifty like that. Whatever, I got one little sail out. Beautiful day, it's blowing about like 8 knots. I'm just motor sailing, just testing out this engine, and I'm a little nervous just because when I idle down the engine, that's when things get finicky, and I'm all by myself now. So the confidence has grown a lot less in this past month just because of this engine. But that's okay. I'm gonna have a mechanic maybe look at it today, so that'll be good. You could probably diagnose the problem if there's any, or if I'm just psyching myself out and already fixed it. My lift pump comes in within a couple days, and then I have to renew my permit for my boat so I can stay here for another 3 months. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to Marsh Harbor, change of scenery. Hopefully this will be a good catalyst, the mechanic to come, the parts to come, for me to just go, to start going and get confidence again and get down to Eleuthera and Zumas. Like, that's the last goal. Like Eleuthera, Zumas, once I'm down there, I'm like, okay, and then I work my way up, and then I get back here. I'm like, okay, I spend the last month and a half here again. Really like it up here, really like the people up here, a lot of things to do. My family comes in, so it'll be a good end to the trip. So fingers crossed on just getting in safe and sound and not hitting boats. That'd be great. That'd be great. And just yeah, that's it. Just keep you guys in the loop. All right, the engine did fine. Deja vu. Back to Marsh Harbor. Anchor, first time setting it. I think it's set. It's so hard to tell. I should have backed down on it harder. I think I'm set. This anchor, you gotta really back down on it. But I got a good spot, man. It's a good spot for me right here. I like it a lot. I'm not as close as I was over there. See that mooring ball over there? That's where it was. So, mechanic says he might be over here sometime today. I'm gonna cook some food and enjoy myself. It's a nice day, man. I'm whispering because you can hear everyone. It's so quiet out here. Good morning. It is nice today. Yeah, it's very nice. These are the days where you're like, oh, I like sailing and living on anchor. It's nice. Today, hopefully fix my fuel injection valve. That's what's been wrong with this thing. Mechanic came over yesterday. Sorry, just woke up, so tired. Just came over yesterday. Said he could fix it maybe today or tomorrow. And then I gotta get my cruising permit updated. I just clicked the clear last night, just gotta pay. And then I gotta go to the customs office and extend my visa for my passport another 3 months. And hopefully all that can get done today. But days like today, man, it's nice. It makes you wanna like just keep on sailing. The weather's nice. Weather's warming up too. It's like now it's the perfect time of the year to sail. So I'm really hoping these last 3 months I get my visa extended and this boat fixed, and it'll be really fun. These first 3 months, a lot of socializing and partying, which is fine. I had fun doing that. But these next few months, hopefully adventure, a true adventure. I've been kind of stuck, so it hasn't been a true adventure, but it's been fun. Alright, let's get the day going. Well, it's still fresh and painful. I just spent $700 to renew my permit visa on my boat, and then my passport extension to be in the Bahamas. So if anyone's coming to the Bahamas with a sailboat, here's what you do so you don't pay this extra $700 that I had to do, because there's definitely a way around it. So what you do is when you come into West End, you ask for 12 months for $500 rather than 3 months like I did for $328. Because trust me, you'll be in the Bahamas longer than 3 months if you're doing 6 months, because you have to work your way back. So that's that. And then when you ask the passport people and immigrations how long you're going to be here, don't put 100 days like I did. I don't know if I asked for it or they just assume, okay, you got 3 months for your cruising permit, you get 100 days for your passport permit or your passport immigration. So you can do up to 180 days essentially. You can do 6 months if you want, or you got to extend it like I just did for $200 extra. So that just happened, and then I had to order this part. That was a lot of money. The guy's coming, who knows, now, maybe, I don't know, I haven't eaten anything. And then it's gonna take him 5-6 hours to do. He charges a fuck ton of money for his hourly, so that's gonna suck. So yeah, big week of spending money, but I think, you know, it's worth it. I only have one time I'm going to be in the Bahamas. Might as well do all 6 months of it. Might as well do the 3 months where the weather is actually good, and just deal with it. Just deal with it. You know, money will, knock on wood, come back when I get back to the States. I'll figure out a way. It's this is a bigger deal than just spending extra money and just, you know, doing it unwisely. Hindsight's a bitch, and ignorance is bliss and also painful at the same time. All right, well, that's it. Water maker stopped working. Got a headache. Got a headache today. Water maker stopped working. I don't know. There's always something that needs to be fixed on the boat. Just fix the jib furler. My pulley system, there's some rocks in it. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to get that out. And now this. That's okay. I'm going to be here for a little bit. It just sucks that I got a headache and I got to do this. I'm going to try to do it. Yeah, a little headache. Maybe hydration. Hydration key. Water maker fixed. You know, it sounds a lot prettier when it's flipped upside down. When that motor's on its side or upside down, there's none of that doom, doom. It's very quiet and there's no squeak. I think it just, you can orientate it that way, it works that way, but I think you're just gonna get a louder squeak, so that solves that problem. Yeah, the filter was kind of dirty. I mean, that looks pretty dirty to me, so I just replaced it. I'm gonna keep that filter just in case. You never know. But a brand new filter in there. PPMs are at 220, so that's good. Usually they're at 300, so that's really good. So yeah, even with the headache, look at that. Boom, motivation. All right, should probably record this. So I'm still in Marsh Harbor. It's the day after St. Patty's Day. I'm going for a journey to try to renew my passport visa. So I already paid, and they say you need 14 days to get in there and renew it. So I just have to come back. I think I have now under 12 days till it expires, but I already paid, so I should be good. Have a mechanic maybe coming over today. I'm not sure. He's stuck in NASA. The winds are like 30 miles per hour right now, so it might be till tomorrow he'll come over, and that's it. And then I get down. Now I can truly sail and have my engine working, knock on freaking wood, and enjoy the rest of the trip. I got 3 months left exactly. It's the 18th, so yeah, pretty much exactly 3 months from now I have to get out of here. It is nice though. It's 71 degrees, but these winds, man, these winds have just been insane. Just in hindsight, straight to the Exumas maybe where there's less wind and Christmas time, but there's still winds. It's always just windy, and it's always blowing in the wrong direction. There's only so much protection. It's interesting, but I'm hoping these last 3 months are a good time on the trip. I've been basically just moored out for the most part with travels in between, so hopefully I can be more island hopping, kind of anchored out in the Exumas. So I'm trying to get to the Exumas in 2 weeks from now. First to Eleuthera, But then I gotta get to the little harbor. Hopefully I can dive around there, some fishing, that'd be cool. Meet more people. Marsh Harbor is really boring, but it is what it is. On my way, baby, on my way. Another video. Listen to the wind. I'm so mad. It's all season. Like, look at my dinghy going crazy. Poor dinghy just getting beat up. It is so windy out here right now. Well, I've been stuck here for a week and a half in Marsh Harbor. Yep. The engine is completely disassembled. Yeah, I have spent, if you want to know, thousands of dollars fixing this thing while I'm in here. Yep, so it hurt the wall a little bit. Luckily I budgeted for like big time repairs of the boat, and some reason I knew that was gonna happen, and it's happening. So I can't go anywhere. The mechanic, nice guy, but he goes away. I haven't heard from him. He has all my money. He has half my engine, so yeah, we'll see. He should come back and he should fix it, and I keep on going. Well, I don't know. I gotta get out of here. It is brutally boring here. So, all right. It is almost 7 o'clock. Mechanic couldn't get the part. He's sitting somewhere. He's sitting waiting for my part, supposedly. I told him I got all the beer in the fridge. I got chicken I've been waiting to grill, dude. Come over here. We're going to get shit-faced. While we put this part in, I'm going to cook some mean chicken on the grill. I'm going to make a bomb-ass meal. If you're still in town, come on over. I've already been drinking. That's 1 glass. And I got 2 lip pillows in. How strong are they? They're fucking 15%, mate. They're fucking 15%. Some good live music tonight. I might go over there and listen to it. And have another glass of wine, wait on him. It doesn't show up. Boat's a mess. Tools everywhere. Parts everywhere. And try the best to like keep him be. Hopefully he shows up tomorrow, but just trying to be optimistic. And what's optimistic about this moment is I feel freaking good with the wine, good with the lip pillows, and it's a beautiful sunset, man. It is 72 degrees outside, maybe. The sun's in my face just right, baby. Loud music in the background. Life is good. Life is good. And hopefully tomorrow I can leave. Start heading down south. Heading down south to the land of pines. Heading down south to the lands of mangroves, probably instead. But here I come. All right. Mechanic never showed up. It is 8:30. He texted me 30 minutes ago claiming he was going to get the part in 10 minutes. Got the part, and then he said there's a problem with whatever this emoji is. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know I've just been cooped up in this boat for 5 days waiting for him to show up every day, because every 3 hours he texts me saying, are you at the boat? I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. Been on it for 5 days. I'm getting cooped up. Cooped up. This guy's playing me like a fiddle, boys. But I have no engine. It's gone now. Look at that. Exposed head gaskets. No heat exchanger. Parts everywhere. Guy's not showing up tonight. I am distraught. Because I've been just staying on the boat every day for 5 days. Because he keeps saying, are you on the boat? 5 days straight. And I'm just waiting on him because he keeps texting me every 3 hours. And Yeah, I need to take control, I'm thinking, and just tell them, like, hey, I got these hours, 8 to 12. If you show up, you show up. If you don't, I'm taking the ferry to the Keys because I need to go do something. I need to have fun. And I've been Groundhog Day every day on this boat, and this boat is small. So I'm still optimistic he'll come through. If not, then I just stay here and just hop to the Keys. But I have no engine, and my anchor doesn't have a swivel on it, so it's getting wound up from the current. And that's another day to worry about when the anchor is all twisted up. But yeah, I'm going to go out tonight. I'm going to enjoy live music. Just the realities of fixing your boat in the Bahamas, I guess. You're on someone else's time. And unfortunately, I thought I knew the guy pretty well, and I paid him all up front, even the labor costs. So that is bad on me. I never done that during work. It's the first time I've ever done that, and it's not proving well for me. So that's okay. All right, the engine is done. Week and a half later, he came over, put in the heat exchanger, and yeah, I bought some conch for him and his partner in crime that was working on the engine. I think he was just chilling. I think it was just his buddy. They're just kicking back. And then we had a Budweiser, and now I'm like, big weight off my chest. We'll see. I gotta test the engine, make sure everything's fine, but yeah, big weight off my chest, not feeling stuck as much anymore, which is great. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do the rest of the day, and then figure out when I want to cross to Eleuthera. So yeah, just wanted to tell that to the camera and just put that on record. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I leave today. Maybe I just hang out. I don't know. I've been here for so long, I almost want to just leave and just go to another scenery spot. So we'll see. Got my visa extended on my passport finally. 6 days away from expiring is when you have to go do it. Basically 7 days or less. So that's good news. Today, taking the boat out finally. I'm leaving Marsh. Thank God. I feel a huge weight off my body. That whole waiting and anticipation and just not knowing if the boat's going to get repaired, and the mechanic just always saying he's coming back every 30 minutes for 5 days straight. Yeah, pretty brutal on the mind. So I'm glad I didn't freak out, because what's the point of freaking out, really? And it got done yesterday. So big trial run today. I'm gonna go 3.5 hours, 4 hours maybe, I think. Just straight engine. It's all south blowing wind, but it's only 10-15 knots today. And then in 2 days I got to decide if I want to use the engine to cross to Eleuthera for 12 hours over open water. There's going to be absolutely no wind coming up in the next 2 days, and so you literally have to use the engine the whole time because the sails is going to be fluttering. I'm defeated. I've been here for a week and a half just waiting on this mechanic to fix everything. Spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and the engine's running too hot after fixing a brand new heat exchanger. It's running at like 190, 195. It should be running from 160 to 180, and it keeps going up. That's spending too much money. I mean, I probably put $4,000 in the sock. You could have got a new engine. I think like 10 grand to do an engine. I don't know anymore. Maybe I'll just. But anyways, I'm defeated, man. I wanted to get out of Marsh. I wanted to go down to Eleuthera. I wanted to get out of just this town. There's not much to do. I'm just drinking to pass the time at the night, and then waiting in the boat for this guy to show up, and now it's going to be like that another week. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's winds coming, so now I'm missing my opportunity to cross. And I got people coming early May and late May. I just don't know if I should even go down there. Maybe I should just stay up here and just accept defeat, man. I don't know, accept it. The mechanic says maybe it's a cylinder head. Yeah, just since early February, I've just been fixing the boat and really unconfident on this motor, and finally, you know, had all these issues, and there was never really a heat issue, but maybe there always was, I don't know. But yeah, just the realities of boating, and you know, a lot of people do have engine problems, but not like this. This is like pretty bad and pretty expensive. Being stuck in Marsh Harbor is kind of shitty. I wish I was stuck in like Cooktown, but you know, I think this upcoming week what I'll do is I'll just ferry everywhere. I'll just go ahead and ferry to like all these keys and at least get out of the town. Maybe that'll help my sanity. It's just it's mentally, it's been hard. It's just mentally hard, you know, it's just mentally hard. All right, after that defeated run, it's been 2 days later, maybe 3, maybe 2. But, pour my coffee. Check out this view. Look at that, right over where I'm making coffee. I mean, come on, that's cool. You don't really get that too much. Mechanic's gonna be here any moment today, but I'm not letting that ruin my day. I'm doing whatever I want to do until he texts me he's here, and then I'm just gonna run as fast as I can wherever I need to go to see him. I just woke up. Let me get a bit of my coffee, stretch, do some yoga, go for a walk, watch the sunrise, read a book. Come on now. That's nice. I love it when it's just like, it's so flat. There's no wind. You sleep like a baby. Everything's so quiet. I got the fan for white noise. Oh, those are the nights, man. Those are the nights. You see all the light reflecting off everything. Yeah, those are nice. Morning. It is, I think, the 28th, 29th of March. Been in Marsh Harbor for a long time. All of March and March. My boat mechanic was supposed to trial run with me 2 days ago. Flaked, like he always does. And then tomorrow, the winds are supposed to die down. Right now, they're still blowing like 20 plus knots, so you don't want to lose engine coming out if there's a lot of wind against you. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when it's like blowing under 20. It's blowing like 15 to 18. And I think he stole my thermal gun. I gotta look for it. He claimed he hasn't, but I need that gun to check my temperature on my engine because that's what the problem was. So, has my gun, has my really nice towel. Don't know if he'll be back. I'm sure he will. I'm optimistic. He always comes back in the end. It just takes 5 days of lying he's coming, and then finally shows up, and you just put on a smile because you kind of just need that guy. That's a crappy thing. Like, he's a great mechanic. You just need him. You're just like, yeah. But then I'm thinking like, well, if I were to order my own parts, and if I were like, it probably would take even longer. Like, who cares if this guy is like basically lying, saying he's showing up all day. But who cares? Like, in the end, the majority of time, just like replacing all these parts would be way longer if I were to do it myself. So that's the way I think of it. So yeah, today maybe a little bit of laundry, you know, a little bit of sun, maybe a little bit of food for shopping, and hopefully I can get out of here. And who knows? You know, maybe I still go down to Luther Exumas. I'm not sure yet. But I know one thing for sure. I'm gonna be gone from here. All right. It is almost the end of March. I think it's March 30th. Tomorrow's the 31st. I have been repairing my boat, obviously, and the repairs, cross my fingers, have all been made. I just have to get my thermal gun back from my mechanic, and I've been waiting on that gun for 3 days. He took it for some reason, by accident, obviously, but he has not come back and given it to me. He was supposed to do that today, and he didn't. And yeah, so I'm hoping this is the last day I'm here. I'm gonna go try to find another thermal gun. I bought the last one at this one shop, so hopefully there's other shops where I could buy a thermal gun, maybe at 8, 9 o'clock, and make my way south. And I'm gonna run the engine for a week, probably, and just make sure it's all ready to go, and then think about going to Eleuthera. All right, I'm out of here. I just passed by. I mean, it's windy as shit. It's blowing like 20 plus knots. I'm going against it. I'm only going 3 knots, man. I used to do 5.5. Now I'm doing 3. Don't know why. I had the engine at 2700 for like 15 minutes, and then I got at 190, and I felt like it was getting higher than 190. 190's max, and 195, like you're having engine problems still. I'm supposed to, like, it should read 160 to 180. That's what it should read. It shouldn't be 10 degrees higher than that. So I texted the mechanic. I dropped it down to 2500. It's at like 188, 185. It's this thermal gun's all over the place. I don't know. I bought another one just in case my thermal gun's fucked, because the guy's like, there's no way it can go over like 180 from here on out, but it is. And I left on a bad day. So I left on a really windy day. South winds, not that good of protection, but you know, I don't care. I gotta get out of Marsh. The alternator sounded weird. The regulator is a little high in charging. There's a lot of things. I'm just trying to get a break. I just need some kind of break, some kind of wind, something this next week. I just want to sail. I want to travel. I'm tired of just being in one spot. I want to use the winds in my advantage. I want to do all these things. So I'm in bucket mode again. I'm gonna try to just sail the Abacos, and just for a week, just do that. Just go, get confidence. Sail the Abacos, get on your anchor. You know, the anchor is brand new. You know, get used to the anchor hold, blah, 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 like all this stuff. Rather than just sitting in Marsh, just listening to the pilings for new docks get drilled in every day. So I'm like, just anchored before the inlet of the Abaco Inn, and then right in front of Seascape. Really windy, 20 knots maybe 15, 20 knots. So not, but this area is kind of protected. The little cove here, winds will switch a little bit southwest, but they won't be too bad. Dude, I'm kind of like, yes, you know, just change the scenery, which is nice. Right in front of a restaurant. Might get something tonight. Check it out. I got plenty of food in the fridge right now. Let's go shopping. And then tomorrow, maybe stay around here, go to Tahiti Beach. There's a lot of boats right at Tahiti Beach now. Maybe anchor down there later tomorrow, and then or maybe stay here. There's a surf breaks right here. There's surf tomorrow, so maybe just stay here. The surf breaks right here. But yeah, I mean, pretty view. Right? Just there's Sea Spray. Water is clear again. Clear, I should say. Good morning. It is April 2nd, and I'm just outside of Hopetown again. Deja vu. Went surfing yesterday. Awesome time with a buddy. And then it's nice. It's like 75, 78 degrees. Easter winds. I mean, that's the coffee view you want. That's the coffee view you want for sure. Yeah, I like being anchored outside the Keys, man. This is fun. Yesterday was really fun. Today, drank a little bit, slept really weird. I went to bed like 8, and then woke up at 12, and went back to sleep at 5, woke up at 8. So, I got 7 hours of sleep, a little hungover, had a lot of tequila and surfing, and that's okay. It was fun. And today I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to clean my boat, replace the zinc maybe, and then maybe go catch some conch. Yeah, we'll see. I love this area. I know, keep on going south, but I might stay up in this area. Yesterday was awesome, and today looks awesome. So yeah. Alright, so that took 2 seconds. I got 3 conch just like that. I'm gonna try to bring the camera in. It is stacked out there. Try to show you what I'm looking at, but that's it. That's all I need, 3 conch. Sporty out here, blue tail. We're doing what we do best, catch snapper, baby. Nice sunset too. Got some bounty. I got this. Oh shit! I got this guy. Here. And then this guy. Oh. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. What a night. The Gators have won the national championship. Holy cow. So cool to see in the Bahamas. I can't believe it, man. Amazing. Shout out to Gainesville. Shout out to all my ACRs. I grew up there. Amazing moment. Awesome, man. So cool to see. I remember when we won the national championship in basketball. I was in high school. And I was freaking out. And now we won it again. So cool, man. What a good day. What a good day. I'm buzzing, but what a good day.
Looks like we might have a spot.
Alright, engine is running hot. I don't know. Thousands of dollars later. It's at 195. I'm not even pushing it. I'm pushing it at 2,500.
Excellent, thank you.
So let's go to Little Harbor. It's just fucking nuts out. I mean, look at that. It's just nuts out here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might turn around. Go back to Marsh. This kills me inside, man. It really kills me. I might go for a little longer, see if the boat can take it. If it's still pushing over 195, 200, I'm gonna turn around. Go to Marsh Harbor. Super unfortunate. I was trying to go to Eleuthera tomorrow. I think God just doesn't want me to go to Eleuthera or Dumas. I think he just wants me to stay here and just frickin' survive, because I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Don't know. I wish I could tell you better news. Gators won last night. That's good news. But yeah, bad news that the engine's overheating. Okay. I am back in Hopetown, near Tahiti Beach.
Hopetown Marina.
See that? Yeah, man, just really upsetting that my tent keeps going all over the place. You know, I have two guns and they're both rating even opposites of each other. One's even reading higher by like 10 degrees. The other one's still pushing over 190. It was up to like 193, and it should be like at 160, 180. So I just, the whole goal now is, I don't think I'm gonna do Eleuthera. I got a friend coming in first week of May. I don't know. It's still on the drawing board. I could maybe go there for a couple weeks just to say I did it and cross and everything like that, because that's pretty cool. But if I don't, that's fine too. The number one thing is just to fix this engine. So I just need this mechanic to put on this thermostat, check the impeller. That's the only other thing we haven't checked. I checked the strainer. I checked the flow rate looks okay, but the last thing is open up that impeller and check it too, maybe. So maybe I do that today. I'm not sure. But I need a thermostat on that thing. That's the number one goal. So hopefully I can call Charlie today. That's his name, Charlie. And he actually installs it. It doesn't take a week and a half to install this damn thing, and actually goes on a trial run with me. But it's been a very frustrating month. It's no fun when you have engine problems. And I mean, I keep engineering around. I don't even get to sail. I'm just like engineering. I'm like, I want to sail, but I gotta make sure my engine's fine. So I don't know what to do today. Just got back here. It's blowing 20 knots from the south, so there's not much to do. Maybe I'll go for a nice walk, something to kind of get my head space right, because you want to like keep thinking the engine's going to be fixed, and like the guy's done everything, basically replaced the whole engine, and now it's running hotter than it did before. I don't know. It's very frustrating, but it's, you know what, this time of year, so nice. Like, even though with this wind, 20 knots, it's like 80 degrees outside. It's amazing. So can't really complain too much of the wind, and the wind doesn't clock as much anymore. Just like one direction for 2 days and the next direction for 2 days. Like, it's easy to like get out the way. And this is gonna clock around west, so should be fine. protected on that side, you know, which is pretty cool. It's a cool little spot, Tahiti Beach. All right, that's all I got. Well, I figured being down with the wind up, go to the beach, baby. Windy. It's pretty, man. I like the rocks and everything like that. It's pretty, but it's windy. I'm just gonna sit and stare for a little bit. That'll be nice. I almost lost my dinghy. Oh, I should show you guys. So I tied the rope to the front of it, and last night, I mean, crazy. It's kind of steam everywhere. I gotta get back to Marsh to again fix the boat, but look at all that water. But anyways, the line was attached to there, and I kept hearing it kind of like pop, pop. And I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, dude, I swear my dinghy is like, it's gone. And I go out like several times last night, it's still there. Like, it's still there, but the line actually snaps on the front of it. And this line right here is not even tied anything. It's just bundled a certain way where it pitched right on that gas, and it had just enough force to like not like let go. And so I just brought this in. I could have lost my whole dinghy. Holy shit. Alright, I gotta keep checking ropes, make sure they're not rubbing too crazy, but that is insane. That's insane. Well, sailing to Marsh Harbor. Engine again's running hot, even at like 2,500 RPM. Got the one sail up, motor boating. Going 6 knots, a lot of wind today. Just changed. Look at that flag. That's literally the story of my trip, is the winds are so gnarly here. They just don't stop blowing 25 mile per hour for like a week. And then you'll have 1 or 2 days of like sweet, and then you have another week like that. And that flag, there's been a couple days where it's blown 40. That flag has just got destroyed. Well, I just lost electronics. Loud boom, just on my side, took a wave. Sailing kind of hard. But yeah, all the electronics just went kapooey. So I just gotta get into Marsh Harbor. I'm kind of close, but I'm only going like, the engine's overheating, so I'm only going like 2 knots now rather than 6. Yeah, it just doesn't stop for me, does it? That's kind of crazy. I gotta figure that out now. All right, made it to Marsh Harbor again on anchor. Woo, crazy out there. My DC, this little thing broke. This thing. Oh shit. Okay, but I can still turn it off and on, which is good. And then, so that's good. The autopilot, the radio, all that, just the breaker tripped somehow. Like, big wave just shut everything off. Big wave on my side. Boom. Yeah, another thing is, I'm never gonna listen to the weatherman again here. That shit was blowing 20 knots, 3-foot waves, 5-second periods, not even, maybe 4-second periods. Brutal. Brutal. And yeah, I lost everything. I lost autopilot and all that stuff, so I was like, oh. And the engine, the rev was happening again. How about that? The rev problem. And Charlie's saying that it's because the engine was pretty hot and it was hard to keep up. I don't know, I'm back to square one after thousands of dollars in a new engine, and now he's saying like it may need a block. I don't know what he's saying. It's crazy. He's like, you need a thermometer gauge to make sure you're not running too hot. Like, I'm like, but dude, what about this rev problem? Like, you're saying it's running too hot because I had this rev problem in the end. He's like, no. Oh, let me just get over there and look at it. So I don't know. I replaced everything. I want to tell the guy, like, look in the impeller, see what's going on. But he's adamant that he doesn't have to look in the impeller. Back to square one. I'm definitely just staying in the Abacos the rest of this trip. It'll make me feel more sane and less stressed because getting back up from Eleuthera and the crossing, it's just more stress on me. It's been a stressful trip. Don't get me wrong, there's been fun moments, but there's been a lot of down moments. I'm just so thankful that some miracle my dinghy didn't float away last night. The whole line snapped and just the tangle of the coil of the extra tail of line kept the boat floating through like 30 knots of wind. I can't believe it. So morning. I'm back in Marsh Harbor because my engine is still overheating. I needed to buy the most expensive part. It was the oil exchanger. Supposedly that's causing all the drama, so I replaced everything on this engine besides this oil exchanger. Most expensive part. Gave this mechanic cash. I've been here for a week now, and he was supposed to work on the boat Saturday, and then Sunday he didn't respond, and then Sunday night he said my phone's broken. Yesterday he's supposed to come at 11, nothing. Text him, nothing. Today it's 9:30 and he's not responding. His phone's broken. He's MIA. It just kills the soul just to have one guy you rely on. You don't have like multiple mechanics out here. You just have like one guy. He's done all the work on your boat. Spent thousands of dollars. I could basically buy 2 engines for what I paid for one, and it doesn't even work, which kills me. And yeah, you got to rely on him. And I already paid him. You know, I paid him $2,000 for this part, which is crazy. For this part, it's crazy, I know. And gave him the cash. And he has my money. And I just pray he has to come back and fix it. Being a Marsh, at least it's really nice today. It's really nice. It's like 75, no wind. I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna try to keep sane. It's so hard to become sane here. It's like Groundhog Day because there's not much to do. Like the only difference between like me losing my mind like a month ago and then having a little relief in Hopetown, and then now I'm back in the same place, and it looks like I'm going to be here for a whole nother month because this guy doesn't respond. It's just, it's like, it's so boring here. It's like there's nothing to do here. It's like, oh. But I'm going to make do, right? I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to work out in here, do some yoga and stuff, read my book. That's basically what I've been doing every day. But you know, when you're unemployed, you got 18 hours, you know, or you got 16 hours to do whatever, and then you get 8 hours of sleep. So it's like crazy how much free time you have. And I got way too much of it, and way too much of it just sitting on an anchor, just staring. It's not for the youth, that's for sure. The youth, like when you sail, you want to travel to the next key, to the next key, to the next key after you're bored. Like that's the whole reason I have a sailboat, is the freedom of like anchoring wherever you want and using the wind as your freedom. Like I have no engine, I have sails, but like I can't get in and out of marinas, and so I'm freaking in a prison in Marsh Harbor with an engine that doesn't work, and I leave here in 2 months. Yeah. I got friends coming down. I got my family coming at the end of May. It's the last thing that I got going on here. I got to get past Whalecut Key. So we'll see what happens. I feel like this guy's not going to respond today, and then I'm going to frickin' do a vlog and like a week from now, like, my money got stolen, like, he didn't come, he screwed me, now I got to find another mechanic, my friends are coming. I mean, I hope it's not like that. Well, I really wish I had better news for you guys, but the mechanic's phone's still off. And yeah, I am stuck. Okay, just for record, it is March 19th, day before Easter. I'm waiting for a mechanic. He said he's having phone problems again, even though messages are getting sent to him. and he said be at the dock today at 10:30 on the dock. On the dot, I'm sorry. And it is 10:40. I'm gonna wait 1 hour for this guy, but this is what I'm dealing with. Like, he just lies. He literally just like, yeah, I'll see you at 10:30, and then he never shows up. And I'm like, I don't even say, bro, what happened? I just say, tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, sure, tomorrow. So I'm gonna wait a freaking hour, keep pestering him. Hopefully he shows up and get this engine done, and I can get out of here. I've been here since, I think my first problem was like February 12th is when I came here, and he started looking at the engine. So that's it. All right, I don't film shit. That's okay. Okay, so I replaced my old raw water belt. There's a little crack on it, yeah, right here. So replace that. Took off the water pump, the water pump, excuse me. And then this is where you check the impeller. The impeller looks like this, right? And so in there it looks like this. It's supposed to have no damage to it. There's none. So nothing's wrong with this thing. So I'm gonna put it back on, and then I just retightened this belt so it has a little give, but not too much, you know. And then that's it. I don't know what's wrong with the engine. That I thought the golden ticket might have been the impeller, but and I don't know where the oil exchanger is on here, man. I looked through the manual. I'm like, what the fuck? And where the fuck is the oil exchanger? So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on that, because that's what I pay the guy, and that's what he needs to replace. That's it. All right, it is April 19th. Almost 5 o'clock. We're actually, yeah, almost 5 o'clock. So today has been a downer day. Supposed to meet my mechanic. My mechanic was supposed to show up at the dock at 10:30 today. Said he had phone issues. Stayed there till 12:30. Or 12:30. I don't know. An hour and a half. And he didn't show up. And I got the ball rolling. So I got groceries. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure this stuff out because something's going on. He keeps ignoring me. He keeps saying his phone's having issues. All this stuff. So I have this manual. This guy right here. I got this guy. And I looked at my engine motor. And the guy said I need a brand new oil cooler / oil exchanger. That's what it's called. Cost me $1,800. Gave it in cash, right? And so I read this book for an hour and a half, just trying to figure out, okay, what could be the problem, all that stuff. Looking how to, you know, remove my impeller. And guess what? There is no oil exchanger. There's not. There's not an oil exchanger. There's not an oil cooler. Everything is the heat exchanger or the raw water. So the guy lied to me and took my money. And yeah, he's MIA. He thinks I'm just gonna leave, and that's what I'm gonna do for sure. I'm gonna get my money back some way or another. Just give me my money back. Move on. Anyways, okay. So the plan is I checked the impeller, and the impeller's fine. So that's really good news. I have a whole new impeller repair kit. Don't need it. The impeller looks fine. So check that. Redid all my pulley systems. So I put a brand new water pulley on the raw water, and then just retightened my actual freshwater pulley system. So that's good. Check the coolant level. Coolant level still kind of high, so that's good. Another thing I need to check on Monday. So I'm gonna do everything on Monday. Tomorrow's Easter, so I'm just gonna relax. But I clogged 2 lines in the back for my water heater, and I'm thinking that's restriction water flow for the whole engine, and that could be maybe a reason for all these hot spots on the engine. So I'm gonna buy a U-shaped elbow for that, and I'm just gonna put some pipe fittings on there, and that should restore water flow to that engine. That might be the culprit. The mechanic said no, it can't be, but I told him about it, and he said no, it can't be. The day has come for my own start to fix my engine. It is the 21st of April, right? Yep, Monday the 21st. So, the mechanic was texting me back. Basically, I was like, give me my money back. There's no oil exchanger. He's like, I could do that if I was wrong. I'm like, you should know the engine. You know there's not an oil exchanger, but we'll see. I mean, I read all the manuals. I did everything, and I looked there. I don't see an oil exchanger. So, guy needs to give me back my cash. Says he's going to come over sometime today. Horseshit. He always says that. So, I'm going to go to the store. I have to get some supplies. The biggest thing is my water heater. There's coolant that runs through it. And there's two coolant hoses, an intake and outtake. I plugged that like a year ago because I took the water heater out. And when I was doing a bunch of research and I've been asking AI a lot of stuff too. It actually helps out a lot, by the way. Like ChatGPT, shout out. But anyways, that's not like very significant, but significant enough where you get hot spots on the engine. And that's what I'm having. I'm having like a hot spot on the head gasket cylinder area. And that's my biggest problem. So I got to restore flow to that. I got to get more coolant. I got to get some hose clamps. I got to get a little thing in the middle that can like clamp them together. So I got to get that too. I got to get a big wrench to just check my exhaust manifold, my elbows, see if there's soot in there. And then I got to bleed out the coolant. So once I turn on the engine, I'm going to open up the coolant thermostat casing and see if there's any air coming out once I run the engine for a little bit. And those are the major things. And then I'm trying to put on a digital thermostat. I don't know how to do that. It seems kind of complicated. It seems like a really easy option is literally taking out the thermostat to the alarm and then put a new one in with wire, and it just goes straight there, and it just needs a ground. And then there's another one where you can get a T-fitting, redo the alarm down there and add an additional one. And I just don't know how to do that. And obviously, like, I want the alarm to sound no matter what the temperature says, because I'll be looking away. I've broken so many belts on this boat that it does overheat sometimes like that. Another thing is, it's okay. So the head area was getting to like 195. I think the most I saw was 200, but might have been a false reading on my other thermal gun. There's two things. So that can get up to 195, 190, no problem. It's really your heat exchanger and the coolant that's running through the heat exchanger. That's the temperature you should look at. And if it's getting over, 190 there, then you have a problem, regardless of your metals. And then a lot of metals are reflective, so thermal readings don't give a very accurate reading. And so that's kind of good news. Like, maybe my engine wasn't running hot, even though the mechanic said, like, dude, if that part's hot, your engine's hot. But I don't know, money grabber guy, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Ever wonder how I fill up my water? So I have my reverse osmosis water maker, and then I have this. So it's just a 5-gallon jug, and then this thing's just a siphon. So you just pump that a bunch of times, and then gravity will feed the water down, and then pull the water basically once it gets down below the needle. And that's it. I'm just gonna show you what I did. Oh, it's dark as shit. Can you see this? Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. So there's a hose right here, and I put 2 plugs on it in the end, like this. See how there's a plug on that hose? So those are the water that used to be in the water heater tank. There used to be a big water heater back here, and it was leaking like a sieve, and it was rusting, and like all my through holes are right there. So I took it out, and I thought, I didn't have much thought at the time, that like I need to plug every one of these holes up. So I thought it was all just somehow like water. I knew like the water heater, actual fresh water is probably wrapped around the coolant, or like a freshwater pipe, but I didn't get the understanding that like that circles back to the engine. So I had these 2 plugs on them, and they were just creating static pressure this way and this way. And now there's actually movement through these pipes, so the coolant moves through, and kind of, I don't think it will cool down. It's moving at such a fast pace, but at least it's something. It's not pressured here, pressure there. I think that little thing might have done a 5-degree to 10-degree trick. All right, so I got a rental car, Yep, so I paid quite a bit of money. I mean, 84 bucks. There's other rentals for like 50 bucks, but the cars are kind of sketchy, so I chose this one. This one seemed like the most valid. You know, there's an engine light problem. There's the tires are semi-flat. Tires look fine to me, but they're probably semi-flat. Anyways, I am gonna head to Little Harbor for sure. I'm gonna try to check out a blue hole. And I'm just gonna try to do something different today. I'm still in Marsh Harbor, so I'm like, I just filled up propane, put propane back in my boat, so I have propane for the rest of the trip. I did that plug on my water heater, and that drastically reduced the engine. That could have been the problem. I could have screwed myself from the get-go. I could have screwed I was just thinking about it last night. I'm like, man, it was cold weather in Jacksonville. As soon as I got over here with warmer water, the engine was running funny because the whole time I didn't have flow and coolant. I could have like fucked my whole engine up, and I probably did. And I replaced all those parts, and the last part is the engine block. If that's cracked, the engine's just done. I'm having a blast right now. Like, it's so pretty inland, and like Little Harbor was so pretty. I saw this blue hole. I gotta check it out. Hold on. It looks like a blue hole. Look at all that rock. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's an old bottle right there. Blue hole? Not that exciting, huh? But kind of. I mean, kind of. Look at that. Oh, oh. There's mud everywhere. That's kind of cool. I'm so glad I rented a car. Look at this. Ooh, 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 that is nice. Oh man, it feels like West Palm Beach. Nice. Look at that. Wow, that is nice. Pretty nice. The girl at the bar at Little Harbor said this was the nicest beach in the Abacos. There's too much seaweed on it, but it's pretty, and that golf course is really cool back there. It's never moving. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on this beach. There's too much seaweed. On to the next. So you got a shark right there, got a stingray right over there. I love the color of these benches. The contrast is amazing. And then you got another shark over there, and then you got another shark right here. Man, oh man, this is beautiful. What? Man, I should have rented a car a month ago. This is nice. Look at that. What? Go locals. Locals, like, you gotta go to Long Bridge, whatever this place is called, in my hometown. Like, alright. It's not disappointing at all. It is breathtaking. Well, I'm out here. Look at that. All slash pines. Actually, I don't even know if they're slash pines. They look a little different from back in the States, but it kind of feels like home in a weird way. In North Florida, we have a bunch of parks like this where it's just bush and slash pines. Look at this. Scuba diving and collecting of any kind is prohibited. Okay. It looks like you can jump in there. Should I jump in there? It kind of looks gross. Oh, look at that, a dragonfly. Woo! Ooh, that was kind of scary. Look at that, it just drops into nothingness. It's definitely fresh water. It's funny, I'm from Florida, and fresh water, there's no way there's sharks in here. But maybe there is, I don't know. It's so funny that, like, there's alligators in our lakes and sharks in our oceans and all that jazz, sharks in our rivers, and yet jumping in here is very scary to me. Alright, good morning. It is April 25th. Just did a little kettlebell workout. Just to get my anger out. So I gave my mechanic the benefit of the doubt. He's like, I needed the money, I need to go get it. I'm like, use your own money and give it back to me. You're gonna be reimbursed anyways, you know this. It's like, no, I don't have it, blah, blah, blah. So I gave him 3 days, even though I wanted my money back 2 weeks ago. Gave him 3 more days. And today, it's day 3. Texted him this morning, I'm like, dude, it's been like 2 weeks since I told you this part doesn't exist, give me back my money. It's been 3 days since I'm gonna file a police report on him, and he started freaking out. And now it's been the day where, and again, he played me 2 days ago. He says, oh, I'm in Marsh Harbor, I'm gonna get it. And I'm like, okay, well, come to the dock when you have it. Never texted me back. And then yesterday he's like, it's in my bank account, it's just pending. Once the stuff's pending, I'm still in Marsh Harbor. He said still in Marsh Harbor till like 7 o'clock last night, and then he just went ghost. Like, this guy is unbelievable. I don't understand, like, compulsive lying at this point, or just like fucking with me, I don't know. So today at 1 o'clock I'm gonna go to the police station, file a report. If he doesn't come at 12, I told him. Sucks, you know, but I have to do it to get my money back. And luckily I have all these texts basically saying you owe me 18 bucks, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you your money back. So that's good, because everything was cash, because I trusted the guy. The guy is untrustworthy. All right, morning. It is, I think, April 25th or 26th. I'm not sure. My watch might be off. Anyways, my mechanic, you know, he texted me this morning. All he said is, hey, Devin, I just need my money, man. It's like, I'm like a trained dog at this point. He says, hey, Devin. I say, what's up? Good morning. Nothing till 5. And I'm like, where's my money? And he's like, I'll get it tomorrow. So I've given him like a week and a half. I'm not reporting to the police yet. He called me complaining. He's like, what? I'm like, dude, just give me my money. Anyways, I'm not gonna let that affect my day. I'm gonna freaking go sailing today. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna start the engine. Hopefully it purrs. Hopefully my solution with reconnect the coolant lines, resolve the overheating issue. If not, I'm kind of fucked. I'm kind of just like, how do I get home? But I'm hoping and I'm optimist that doesn't happen, because I literally placed every single part on my engine above the engine block. The last thing would be the engine block's cracked, which I need a brand new engine basically, but that's super rare, knock on wood, because everything's kind of like been going crazy for me. But yeah, I'm super excited. Screw Charlie, because I know he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna keep me on my toes. No, I'm gonna be on anchor all day waiting for my money. It's a lot of money, and then ghost me. So I'm not doing it. I'm not playing that game anymore. He's done that to me too many times. So I'm excited. Let's freaking go.